Yo, what up guys? Aparsh here with another video. Today we're going to talk about my trip to Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show, also known as just CES. I was there all last week. I saw a lot of cool stuff and I took a lot of pictures and a couple quick videos. So I'm going to share some of my experiences with you. Today's video is going to have a lot of car stuff, like what I don't normally do, but there's also going to be some gadgets and computers and motorcycle stuff and other things kind of mixed in. So probably my first video for this channel that's not only car stuff. Anyway, stay. All right, so right off the bat, the first thing right when I walked in, there was this Pong game that they had going, and it was really cool. I think there's some magnets that they use. You can see these are the Pong. You know what, let me just show you the video. It's like,
you could have made this back then with the center motors as well, which is the whole concept and made it a 2D version.
So let's watch this. These guys are actually playing each other. You can see that the cube thing never touches the block. Seems really cool to record. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. So this was like a huge mechanical keyboard, gigantic one, as you can see. The guy was supposed to take a video of me doing it, but he took a picture by accident and said he hit the wrong button. So I did type on it, that's me, and I think I did pretty well. I think I got the top score, but anyway, next thing, let's see. This was really cool. These are starting to get popular. These are like gaming desks, I guess. So instead of having a traditional desk, you sit inside of this like contraption deal, hang your monitor from it, and you hook up your computer to it, and you sit down in the chair, and you get like a kind of like a lap. It's like a TV tray that goes over your lap, you know, for the keyboard and mouse and stuff. So these are starting to catch on a little bit, I guess. I know that like a year or so ago, the guy from Unbox Therapy, I don't know if you know who he is, he had one. He still has one in his studio. They're really cool, but they're also really heavy. But I did see these a lot at the show. Let's see what's next. Oh, just another picture of the same thing. This guy was doing some VR thing, walking around. I thought he was really cool.
In a show this big with this many people, it's still easy to get lost.
Yeah,
like my friend here in the brown shirt, he doesn't seem to know where he is.
Because he just didn't. You couldn't see what he. That's a problem with some of these booths.
Come on, buddy.
You
can do it.
Doing VR, but you know you can't see
there you
what
go.
the guy's seeing. Usually, it's better
there
if you
you
look
go.
up like the VR thing, so there's a screen showing what the guy's seeing, so you know why he's doing what he's doing when you see someone lost or whatever, you know. But it was kind of funny. This next one was really cool. It's a motorcycle helmet, and I think I started recording, so I'm gonna actually let you listen to me talking. And I think there were two parts because someone like interrupted me or something like that. My phone rang actually is what happened. So here we go.
So I'm here at CES, and there's this company called LiveMap, and they're making a motorcycle helmet that introduces augmented reality. It sounds pretty cool. I think it's basically like a heads-up display through your helmet while you're riding your motorcycle. You know, actually, yeah, look at this. This is what you'll see through your visor on the motorcycle.
So my phone rang right there, and then
All right, so I had a phone call come in when I was recording this. So this is what it looks like through the helmet visor. Pretty cool. It shows you your battery you have left, and the helmet itself is dope. Let's go take a look at that. It's carbon fiber. This is a carbon fiber version, as you can see, and they have a white one over here painted white. Looks like they are 200. They're either 600 or.
I'll just cut it right there because I was debating with myself how much it is. It's just saying that a normal pilot, like a jet fighter's helmet, is $600,000. And is connected by cables, and that their helmet is $2,000 and not connected by cables. So anyway, it was a really cool concept, and I'll just keep moving on to the next thing. So the next thing is actually similar. I it's well, I'll let the video roll.
Hey guys, I'm here at the Plessy booth. They're selling basically micro LED technology in the form of AR glasses, car heads-up displays, smartphones, and smart watches. It took me about 5 minutes to figure out everything that's going on here because there are a lot of things going on here, but I was watching this informative video on their TV here, and there are 3 big benefits of going with micro LED compared to some other technologies that are being used. They have better battery life. They have much higher brightness, I guess up to 312 times more brightness. And they're smaller, so they can fit in smaller places. The thing that's really interesting me here are these 2 things, the AR glasses and the car heads-up display. If you don't want to integrate a heads-up display into your car, you could probably just wear these glasses, and it should be able to provide you things like speed and turns from your cell phone. So if your car didn't come with the heads-up display and you don't want to install it, you can just wear the glasses, which seems pretty cool. So I'm definitely interested in see how this goes and where this takes us in 2019.
So one of the Plessy employees saw me recording this video, and she got very interested because I was interested, and came over and she talked to me for probably almost 20 minutes after I shot that quick little clip right there. And what I just said is only a tip of the iceberg of what this booth is all about. In my opinion, this was the most exciting booth in the entire show. As far as things that are new and going to change what your everyday usage with technology, the way you interact with technology, and for it to get better. So micro LED is a new technology, just like if you said, if you said I had an LED TV or an OLED screen on my phone, this is an upgrade from OLED or LED. Micro LED is just kind of like the next step. And this company, Plessy, they are actually the component manufacturer. They're not building the glasses or the heads-up display or watch. They don't actually build any of that. They build the component that someone like Samsung or LG, Apple, someone like that is going to buy the component from them and then build the product. So it's 312 times brighter than LED. It consumes way less energy, and it's tiny, right? So those are the 3 things I kind of talked about, but it's like extreme levels of all 3 of those things. So the glasses, like these glasses right here, are very thick. That's the traditional AR glasses that you would expect today. The implementation of micro LED will allow you to wear glasses that look like typical everyday reading glasses, like a Ray-Ban or whatever, with a thin, like a thin stem. And it's so small. The technology micro LED is so small that it can fit into the stem of small glasses, and the battery. So because it uses such little amounts of power, the battery can be so small that it can also fit. So you could have the micro LED basically in one stem and the battery maybe in the other, and it can all fit, and no one would ever know that you're wearing AR glasses, which is a little creepy also, but it's at least it's an advancement, right? And so that's for glasses. It's going to make our phones have way better battery life. Using the same battery capacities that we have right now, our phones will be brighter with better contrast, with higher resolution, and they'll last days. And this is actually, to me, pretty exciting. TV, same thing. The TVs are going to be brighter, better picture, thinner. Like if you think the TVs are getting thin now, it's going to be nuts. They're so thin. So I don't want to talk about it too much because it's going to become too long of a video. But one of the big differences is that micro LED is what they call monolithic, meaning that it's self-contained. The technology is one chip basically, whereas an LED has a backlight. So you have to have a backlight to emit light through the technology to make the color come through. So this is all the light on a micro LED is contained within itself. You don't need this backlight. That saves a lot of power. Another thing that's interesting is that when you make an LED display right now, you have to have 3 different colored LEDs. You have to have red, green, and blue, RGB, to make color happen. And that means that when they build those LEDs, they have to sort them to create the final product, which is a lot of work. This came up, asked, how is it going to be way more expensive? Because it sounds too good to be true, right? She said at the moment it is more expensive because it's in its infancy, basically. But as time goes by and as production ramps up, it should become less expensive because of this RGB thing. monolithic micro LEDs. They're actually, they come out blue, and all you have to do is dye them. So there's no sorting. You're just building them and then you're dyeing them. She said dyeing them is extremely cheap and fast, whereas building the different color LEDs is actually very time consuming, and the time and labor costs a lot of money. So she said that over time it should become less expensive. So this all just is very exciting because it will lead things to become smaller and faster and brighter. She showed me the wafer that they sell, and it was like I can kind of show you like this big. It's like a square I'm making, like that, and it was like a 1080p square, little tiny square, and you can like sew them together basically to have like, you know, an 8K phone screen, something nuts. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry for talking about that so long, but again, I think of everything I'm going to talk about, that was the best thing I saw, which maybe you will think is boring, but and I'll probably be like clicking some of this stuff and just be closing it right away because it probably won't be interesting to most people. It might be too computer stuff, too much of computer. Oh, here's some race car thing. I'm gonna fast forward. The guy was stuck there. These guys are really bad at stuff. This guy's right. Oh! I thought the track was really cool. So slow. I know it's just from that far away. I have a lot of fun. This is like some AR tracking things. So it's like short sleeve, trousers. Like it was just telling you all sorts of stuff about the person. Here's another one. Oh, this is just a picture of it. This is like a casing of all of you. This is another track. I actually saw this driving around outside. It's like a Lincoln Continental with some crazy stuff on it. It's all green, whatever, big deal. These are some cool drones I saw. This is the Yamaha Nikon, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I got a few pictures of this. So let's see if I can click the button. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So here's another shot of it. This is the front. It has two front wheels. They've been talking about this for a while, but this is like a final version of it. I don't know if this is for sale yet. It might be, but it looked really cool. It's very aggressive looking. Oh god, creepy stuff. There were so many creepy robots. The other creepy robots. I have to find them real quick. Little kids. Oh my god, I would not want my kids. Maybe I would change my mind down the road, but that just seems so creepy to have in your house. What do we got next? This is a computer case in Win. They make some good stuff. I won't get too nerdy on you guys. I'm a super nerd, so I could talk about that stuff all day. Another angle of it is a Z Tower. This is another computer case. Really awesome computer case. These are like $1,000 computer cases. Just the case, not the stuff inside. Like just for the case, they're like $1,000. I think this thing back here is like $5,000. It's artwork though. Some water. This is like self-contained water cooling. So you're water cooling like literally with the liquid touching the components. Been around forever though. It's not a big deal. Some BMW i8 test drives are going on. I think these were self-driving cars. Sorry, it took me forever to come up with that. It's like I think this is a self-driving car because the i8's been around forever. I'm sure they're not just test driving the i8. By the way, I did rent one of those last year. Not that great of a car. Huge waste of money. I mean, I want This is the new Gigabyte Aorus monitor. It's going to be really awesome. For anyone that plays like Counter-Strike type games, shooting games, the only thing that is kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. There's a feature built into this monitor that lets you, it's called aim stabilization. So if you play a shooting game, usually like if you're shooting like a full automatic weapon, the gun goes into the air as you hold it down, so you have to pull down on your mouse to make the bullets continue to go straight. Well, this has something called aim stabilization that will, on a hardware level of the monitor, it will allow the aim to just stay flat without going up into the air. It's basically cheating, and it's built into the monitor, so it can't be detected by a game as a cheating software or whatever you want to call it. So it's a great monitor, but that feature alone is kind of it's going to be very controversial. But I like Gigabyte. I do a lot of business with them. They're a great company. This is a new RGB SSD. I didn't get a very good picture of it, but this line right here looks like it's part of the video card. It's not. That's an actual PCIe SSD with RGB lights on it, which it looked pretty good. And this is their new memory, the Gigabyte Aorus memory with RGB on it, and this is their new heatsink. So Gigabyte literally makes every single component for a computer now. From the motherboard, the memory, they make water coolers and heat sinks, they make fans, they make cases, video cards, power supplies, keyboard, mouse, headset, monitor. The only thing they don't make is processors. Sorry, I didn't say SSD. I might have missed some other stuff too, but they make literally every part you could want for a computer now, other than the CPU. Oh, I did get a better picture of the SSD, so that's right there. And it's funny because they actually have an M2 down here as well, in addition to the PCIe SSD. This was like a slushy custom build that was at the Gigabyte booth. This is the Razer monitor. That's a terrible picture. I apologize. It's because it's in a glass case and you can't see through it. And this was the same. This is the Razer monitor also. They had two of them side by side, back to back. So you can see like they have really cool cable management. Razer is always overpriced on everything though. And there's like an RGB on the base. I don't really like how chunky the base looks. And I do like the cable management, but I just go on. The bottom there.
It doesn't show up on the camera. It's not the same as looking at it in person.
This is the new Razer case. It has like gull wing doors. Got a couple different angles of this. Is the back side. This is the other back side. This is that same in-one case I showed you earlier. This was a really crazy. I'll just show you. After a while, and then as I was walking away, I looked back real quick, and it was like it was getting even crazier. But I could have gone for 10 minutes. Let's see what else we got here. Same thing. Sansui. So I just took a picture of this because I was gonna call them to do business with them. This Lab MWE, they make those desks that are those like scorpion looking things where I was showing you earlier, where the monitor goes in front of your face and you get the lap desk thing. It doesn't. You guys probably don't care. Let's keep going. These were Segway electric bicycles that look like dirt bikes. So maybe they are dirt bikes, but they look pretty cool. Segway has a new go-kart, which I did get a picture of right here. And this has been on Kickstarter for a long time. And I bought a bunch of these a while ago, but my supplier who works with Segway has been very annoying. I don't want to get into it, but he's not easy to do business with, and I just stopped calling him back because I don't need to call someone 50 times just to say I want to place an order for something. And the really annoying thing about these is that they're like, I don't remember, $800 for just this go-kart part, but you have to buy a Segway scooter to hook up into this rear axle, which is like another $500. So you're gonna spend like $1,300 for the full go-kart to work, and I don't know. I think it's just not fast enough to be $1,300. I think it's like a $600 to $800 thing for today if it was all with the Segway included. Lots of drones. This is like a motorcycle. These look like motorcycles, and they're drones. They're for people to fly on. I guess I got a video of it, or my photos just crashed. I think my photos crashed. Try that again. There we go. That was just another angle. Looks kind of cool, like a stealth fighter looking thing. I think this is all carbon fiber. Didn't say I think. I remember it was all carbon. It definitely was all carbon fiber. This is a drone that is extremely small, but even more cool is the next one that was next door to that. And this is a drone that fits on a cell phone case. So yeah, here's the case. You just clip on the back of your cell phone, and then there's a drone on your phone at all times, and it has a camera. So kind of convenient if you're ever trying to like see something or videotape something from a better angle from high up. I mean, it seems like a cool idea. That was pretty funny. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Yeah, I guess that's not nudity. That was like a workout thing. They were just showing you. I don't know why they showed that. This is a Thermaltake case. Is a really cool looking case. They do this once in a while where they'll come out with a really like $1,000 case type of deal. And the funny thing is, oh, actually, it looks like there's a card up here with what the case is called. Can't tell. Thermaltake level 22 something or other. We can zoom in on that. Glass, yeah, Thermaltake level 20 tempered glass edition full tower chassis. It's probably $1,000 to $2,000 if I had to guess. The one-off type of deal, or really exclusive. Let's see, what else do we got here? That's the same case. This is a really weird thing. This is in this. It doesn't look like this in real life. It's the frames per second thing again, where it looks similar to this, but it looks way smoother in real life. Here's the video. This is all on TV. It's like a big stitch.
This is all one TV. It's crazy.
And it looked really cool. Cool idea. I took pictures of these because I thought that they were pretty cool looking. I keep saying cool, but whatever. These are not fridges, but why am I forgetting the name of it? Ice chests that have built-in cooling and I don't remember. It was all sorts of built-in stuff. They have battery power and all sorts of things on them. It's not just a regular ice chest. It has some technology built into it. I better move along before I embarrass myself too much. Here is a RMR racing car. It's like a kind of like one of those Razor off-road type deals. It looked really sick. I got a couple different angles of it. Then a nice wrap on it. Huge LED bars. Very aggressive. This was a Sparco like driving booth, so I got super excited about it, thinking that it was going to be like a company that was into racing stuff, and they were not. It was very confusing. The people that worked there had no idea what they were talking about. They didn't even really know what they were selling, to be honest with you. I had to talk to 4 different people before I found out that they were just selling components, and that had nothing to do with even the products that were featured there. So a little bit annoying. This is at the Thule booth. They had a pretty cool, this is the Volkswagen Atlas. It's their new SUV. Got a couple different angles of that. They kind of just made it like a outdoor camper looking type deal with a bunch of aftermarket stuff on it. This is the new X7 BMW that was at the Intel booth. Nothing, it's not aftermarket, it just looks pretty cool. This is just me making fun of Intel because they already have their, this is a i7 8th gen sign that was kind of in the middle of everything, like look what we can do, but it's a little frustrating to see because they had their 9th gen i9s out for, I don't know, 4 months now or something, and you'd think they would be talking about that because it would be the newest thing. This is their laptops, I'm sure. i7 8th gen is probably for their laptop, but it's just, I think that if you're going to put a sign up, you should be talking about your latest and greatest. Anyway, take that for Instagram. So this is the best gaming computer they had at the whole Intel huge booth that they put on with thousands of, like, they had so many employees there. And then this is another me making fun of them though, because I was kind of frustrated that this is the best you can do. That was literally the coolest looking gaming computer they had. I started trying to record him, and then he was done as soon as I turned on the record. What else do we?
Has a custom interior.
Looking. This is a really sick looking Volvo. It's a S60 and it had like a matte titanium wrap on it, and it just looks so good. I'm not usually a huge Volvo fan, but I just was like, wow, that just looks so good. I don't know if these are aftermarket wheels, but I thought the wheels looked nice too. Like the whole thing was, it was very nice looking. So I took some pictures of it. But it's a Volvo, I get that. This is some weird, I don't even know if this is at the Panasonic booth. I don't know if Panasonic builds this, but it's some like electric car thing. I don't know. It was really weird. I got some pictures of it. Like you don't even see the wheels. Yeah, it is it's made by Panasonic. And there were people having meetings in these things too. Kind of strange. Space, okay, it was called the Space L Immersive Living Space. I guess it's, I don't know if it drives. I'm trying to read this too. You're probably like wondering, you might be wondering too. I don't see anything about it driving. Maybe it just sits there. It seems really stupid now. Maybe I need to know more about it. This is an Acura that had Panasonic stuff all over it, and they were just talking about the sound system, so that's stupid. Okay, this is probably the best thing about the Panasonic booth. They had this Harley that they worked with Harley to make a electric Harley Davidson motorcycle, and for an electric bike, it looks really good. Well, that really doesn't look electric right there, but it must be. Maybe that's like some heat sinks for the batteries so they don't heat up too much. That doesn't really look electric, does it? I mean, you guys tell me, but I'm sure it is. That's why it's at the Panasonic booth. Let's see if there's a better angle. I don't see any exhaust pipes on it. So this is called the Harley Davidson Livewire. Let's connect here onto Harley Davidson Livewire. It is electric. How fast is it? That's what we want to know, right? 0 to 60. Quarter mile. Here it is. 4 seconds. That's not very fast at all. That's very slow. For an electric bike, that is very disappointing. But it's new technology, I get that. I mean, Harleys aren't usually known for 0 to 60 times, but I mean, a V-Rod is faster than that. And an electric anything is supposed to be very fast, 0 to 60, right? So, it's new. It looks cool. It'll probably get better as they go. What else? We're getting towards the end here. So there is another weird car. This is at the Bosch booth. There are TVs on the side of this car, and it looks a lot like that weird Panasonic thing. Sorry, that's the Volvo. This thing, the Space L from Panasonic. It looks very similar to this Bosch thing with the TVs on the side, but this clearly has wheels.
TVs on the side of a car. Interesting.
And they're shaped funny, so that I guess they're showing off some technology. Here's the inside of that Bosch car. Shared ride, it says there. These are just some computer desks, and this thing, I sat on this, and this is like a desk chair, but it has like a built-in pedals, you know, so you can get some exercise while you're at work. I thought that was kind of cool, and I sat on it, and I was actually pretty comfortable. I was thinking about getting one. Here's a Mustang, classic Mustang. I don't know if it's a 65. It looks like it's a fastback. It looked like a 65 to me, but I'm not super savvy with if it's a 65, a 66, or a 67. You guys can chime off in the comments if you want to let me know. But it was very well done, and looks like I crashed my app again because I'm not closing the photos as I go. So this was the interior of the Mustang, you know, just fully restored, very nice. It looks very original. And here was the tail of it. You know, to be honest with you, I do like fastback Mustangs, and this one is just not my style. The white with the red accents is just not for me. I don't like it. That's a terrible blurry image of some PBX. This was I actually took this, and sorry this is so blurry, but PBX was. I ended up finding out that it's Packard Bell. So Packard Bell is trying to come back. I mean, someone must have bought the rights to use the name or something, but Packard Bell has been out of the business for a long time. And this is the last thing I had here. This is like some really cool wide body Audi that was in this Schaeffler. I don't know how to say that. Schaeffler booth, and it was on the outside as I was leaving. There's another angle of it. Some pretty wild wheels on it that are very flat looking, but it does have. I do like the body kit, and I overall like this car. I have no idea anything about it, how fast it is, if it's electric, if it's, blah blah blah. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video here. I hope you liked it. I think that I didn't get a chance. There's like a hallway. I think it's called the Sands area, Sands Expo or something. That's kind of far away from the regular show, and they do tend to have more exotic cars in there. It's usually not a lot, but there are a little bit more, and I just didn't have time to get over there. So sorry you didn't get to see that stuff. But I think the most exciting things really were the Livewire motorcycle helmet with the AR built in, the MicroLED technology that was from that company Plessy, and actually the Harley Davidson electric motorcycle. I did like that a lot. I thought it looked cool. Maybe it's not the fastest motorcycle, but I like the idea that they're pushing electric technology into motorcycles now, because it just makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of sneak peek into the CES show, and I'm going to be making a couple more videos this week. I'm going to be here is the lineup. Okay, these are the videos I want to make. And I don't know if I'll make one or all of these videos this week. Probably only one though. I want to do a delivery of my GT3 RS. So that delivery meaning when I bought my car, they taught me all the features. Walk around the car. Here's the buttons. Here's what the buttons do. The different options, how to use them. Explanation of all that stuff. I want to do that so it'd be like if you bought that car, getting that experience. And I used to do that as a job a long time ago when I was in college for BMW. So I used to be really good at it. I'm not just trying to toot my own horn, but I was very good at it, and I'm sure I'm not as good now, but it'll be something. I want to do a video about Amazon Leasing, the company I used to lease my car. I want to talk about them a lot because they're a great company and I highly recommend them. So I'm going to explain more about that company to you guys. And then I did just get an aftermarket device to install into my GT3 RS, and I'll do that as well for you guys and explain it a little bit more. So that's it. I say that's it a lot, and then I keep talking. So in my last video, I did say that I'm doing really well right now on my watch hours, but I'm really not doing well on my subscribers. So I have to get 4,000 watch hours to get my channel monetized, which is my goal, and I need to get 1,000 subscribers. Both things, not one or the other, but both. So I have 2,400 watch hours, which is great. I'm over halfway there. I can do it. I can totally do that. I can get there to 4,000, no problem. But I only have 30. I think I saw 35 subscribers now. That is rough. That is not even a tenth of the way. I mean, I'm so far away from the subscribers. So please subscribe if you can, if you like my content. I'm going to be bringing a lot more content about cars mostly, and technology and things like that. So please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please comment. Feel free to talk to me if you want. I'm also on Instagram at @aparsh_. All right, guys, have a good day.